I'll be playing on a broken shoulder. That was a dip. What is that? Okami. Alright, chat. I don't know how you water either. I gotta lock in, chat, lock in. Long ago, timely hamlet known as Kanuki lay nestled in the ground in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet bird was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. Let me know on the audio. Satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast. A young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge them, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nagi, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nagi, was enraged by the sight. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. How you doing, CK? How you doing? At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gaping for breath, and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Chillin', are you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, okay? Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui's sharpened claws glistened. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand, however. Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. I mean, it sounds like he was winning. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his fight. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki Village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the monkey. The villagers all look forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years have passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. So wait, was Orochi not just minding his business? Nah, see, he was demanding sacrifice. And he demanded the sacrifice of the most beautiful maiden. And so that's when Nagi showed up. He was like, nah, that's my girl. So he showed up and then killed her. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No. It couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. He folded. Instantly folded. Oh, he who seeks power, he who have broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. Let him just that show's not being guarded or nothing. But that's the crazy thing. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible events. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sayuka. Asakuya. Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such a calamity? Things act quickly. There's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. That don't feel like I keep. She did a big job for that. She was losing her power, remember? She just said it, yeah? Okami Amaterasu. Wow, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed, await the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. And now she's sniffing, chat, about to cry, yeah? Damn, bored her to sleep, chat. Bored her to sleep. Amaterasu? Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from amid how you say that word? Midst? How you say that word? That word. The world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravished our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Hmm? Eh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Hee hee hee. Damn, yeah. Show with that giggling, child. Phew, what on earth? So he was just chilling in there, child? You again? Ow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, bro? Bug? I told you a thousand times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isu. Wandering artist Isu. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bound before my great brush. You just threw it in her face? That's crazy. That shit trash. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. God, you look just like the statue of Shiranui. You spit on that? Crazy. Whoa! What you think you're doing? You crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slaughter. You regret messing with the great Isu. Don't make me use my prized swords, Denkomaru, against you. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyways? Oh great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore the life to the world. The trees return to normal. That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villager spirits being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Listen, chat, I'm telling y'all right now, Isu is just ZK. I'm telling y'all right now. Isu be yapping, he do. But listen, chat, I'm telling y'all right now, Isu, it literally is just ZK. Alright? Literally just ZK. Where are we? We got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. We can just okay, and then I'll just report shit. I ain't ready to talk about shit. Okay. Listen, chat. Before I continue, I'm gonna walk things out real quick. I'm gonna give him a quick walk so he can shut the fuck up. And then I'm gonna continue. Alright? So, y'all get ready, get you a drink, get you a snack. I'll be right back. I'll be a few minutes. Alright. I am back. Would you be willing to play a scary game on stream if I buy it? Like one case will be playing? I'll have to see it first. Just the one controller. But I'll be willing to play it. Scary game. Can't make no problem because I'm able to finish it. I'll be getting scared, I'll be getting spooked. But I'll certainly give it certainly try. That's an origin. That's some origin there. That's some... Close my door. I really came in the room just to bark at me. That's crazy. Alright. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror forever. Well, to put it shortly, you can say progress here. And let me give you a little advice. Alright, let me just give you one. I didn't get used to these controls. Look at all these save files. I've had 22 hours, and still didn't beat the game. It's gonna be hard to see. How you fucking know? Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be some good stuff. Isun be yapping a lot, Chad. So like, Chad, so essentially Isun kind of talks for the character. Like, he's supposed to talk for Amaterasu. So you don't be hearing him a lot. That means I might have to be reading. How's the game audio? I don't think I asked y'all. Hopefully it's good. Can I escape from Tarkov? It's on Steam, you said? There's a horror game, Chad, that's in early access that I'm kind of interested in. It's like a horror dungeon, like, game. Like medieval dungeon type game. It looked really cool. Like, can you hear the music of the game? Can you hear, like, the characters? I'm not telling you to play Tarkov? Oh, okay. I thought that was the game. The Steam not even loading up for me anyway. So. Looks like the bridge is out. This shouldn't be hard. This shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? It's kind of long. Mind you if I just call you Ami? Listen, Ami. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god power that can restore broken or missing things. I practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? No, child. Can't go there. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are those stars forming a pattern? Or is it just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll have to draw the missing star. Damn. Wow. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R and hold it. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Our first brush technique time. If it isn't Mother Amaterasu, I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could meet again. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I have become a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dry riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? That I instantly hate down me. Crazy. Again. That's the whatever, the stars of the heaven or whatever, you know? Alright, so our first brush technique. Whoa! A river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is, who the heck drew the darn thing? You still don't get it, Jack? Like, how you still don't get it? Look what you found, Furball! This astral pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. When it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Start feeding it with whatever food we can find around. Now, chat, I swear there's something here that, like, there's like a straight, like, so, this is the first collectible in this game, chat, that we got, right? I believe. I think it's over here, too. It is. So, chat, this is the first main collectible of this game. And there are, I believe it's 99 of them. We got our work cut up. Now, I remember, Chad, on the Wii version, there was another stray dude, like somewhere here. But apparently I'm wrong. I don't know why he's here. No, I just remember there being 2 stray dudes here. Apparently there's. Maybe I'm doing this one. Well, damn, we'll try. Is this? Is this the legendary shrine? We must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place? Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See? That sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure didn't do much to protect this place. My thing is, so chat, you got a whole shrine, like, you got this evil island that's being like, nobody thought, maybe we should protect it and, keep the maidens. Right? Nobody thought that. I guess. That really was your brushwork all this time. How did you get so good? Exactly, who are you anyway? Hey, here's another constellation. This one looks like a... Alright, so I'm about to get the best technique in the game already. Off the get. Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this tree dedicated to ancient heroes. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I am at your service. Make the use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Did they misspell technique? Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, I think you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods. This is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi? It's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it till I see it. Wow. I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. Yo, you gotta stop calling me Furball. Listen, this is disrespectful. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. I'm a Tarasu. I made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Lucky me, child. No use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that we've mastered Power Slash, you can cut down that things that Sakuya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. Look at that chat. Queso will love this game. It tells you exactly where to go. Hilarious. Alright, Pat, our first fight. Whatever. Draw first and ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Oh, press what? Okay, so Chad. The next mechanic in this game, I could just kill him right now with a power slash. Like that's what Isun wants. That's what the game wants you to do, right? That's what Isun wants you to do. So you give him a power slash. But we're not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna kill him and finish him off. Alright. And then we're gonna do something that's called a floral finisher. And get this this is the next it's like a type of currency in this game. Right? All the best equipment in this game, you need demon things for. So, while we could end the fight quickly, we're gonna do this instead. Get the floor open. I don't remember. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would. There's another mechanic in this game. Chat, I love it when I'm across those at full speed. So this shit, tell me this shit don't look pretty as the flowers on it. Alright. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakuya really came through this time. Big this time. Or is big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent more time in her. Alright, bro. Here we go. It begins. If you know what I mean. Alright. But seriously, with the monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go see how they're all doing that here. What in the world? I don't remember it being a statue here. But whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Damn, they didn't even care about it, dude. Ethan said he don't count. Hey, there's a statue here too. It's like the village just turned into stone or something. Not again. That's not one of those smaller monsters that are lurking about. More like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. Now, I don't remember where to go to that, actually. I don't think it's here. Okay, let's go find some high ground. Definitely gotta go get me some water. So. There's definitely something strange going on. Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as night as far as the eye can see. And not a single villager can move a muscle. Is this some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we have ourselves a sun. But I guess that's impossible, even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Good thing with the sun down, each other. What the? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That's the name of the sun god. So it followed that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. That's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was like a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after the poem of his? It's called Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. But allow me, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal. Who are you? My phone is acting so bad. Damn, phone got locked in. Mr. Orange. The White Wolf. Not the one who fought, the terrible creature with Nagi. It's impossible to be the legendary Shinobi. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shinobi. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. That's crazy. Why every character's first instinct, chat, is to insult me? Alright, first Isu, not him, yeah? Like, what's going on here, man? Why his beard so long? It was before they had scissors, I guess, you know? How does his statue look smart? Your guess is as good as mine. Everybody's first instinct in this game is to hate chat. Whoa, 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 whoa! You don't need to growl like that. You really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not the one who makes words. I just stated the facts. The don'ts. Why they drool like that? The sun's chilled down my spine. Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Denkomaru. Now he used the old man as a weapon. That's hilarious. He deserved it. Damn, I killed him. W Wolf. Yeah, use the old man as a weapon, too. Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried up spring began flowing again? That's because ridden an area of monsters restored the god power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get. It's the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you. But if you try real hard, your true power might shine through. But boy, there's sure been a lot of monsters around lately. And that Mr. Orange you tossed around up on the sacred deck looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Oh, anyway, show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. It should be fun, Furball.